A? Show me A.
A is right here.
Okay.
It's right down the road. See, it's full weight on the table.
Flush with the rail.
There's full weight on the table. See, that's when your hand is straight, see. To the middle.
What, about an eighth off the rail? About an eighth of an inch off the rail, Billy, or what?
Now if I wanted to hit that blue weight down there, set it just like that right there. Turn it loose.
It keeps moving, I'm gonna stand in one spot.
Either hand makes no difference, whichever.
No, I like it on this.
Okay.
So you said you put that way right there.
Spin it off, you know, grab a hold of the weight and just suck it back like that. That weight will go there 1,000 times in a row. You don't have to look, just turn it loose, push it. You watch where it goes. Set that weight over. Now, I'm gonna push it backwards just to show you. Well. Dude.
What did you do different the second time?
Huh?
What did you do different?
You hit the weight.
I see.
All I done was shot easy.
You mean you pushed it easier?
Push it, just turn it a little easier.
Pushed it
See, there's no guesswork. It all will go where you shoot it. And see, three-handed. This looks three-handed, right? That looks like I shot three-handed. I didn't. See, I held it out here and come over here and just slipped my thumb down. It just looked like that. That's the same as shooting left-handed. I've done the same identical thing with my right hand as you would do with your left hand. Same. Any way you hold the weight, it don't make no difference. How you hold the weight to get from here to there, you got to do the same identical thing. If you shoot a flat weight like this, you still got to do the same thing. Or if you shoot this thumb shot, you got to do the same thing. You got to turn it back, get over there. And so many people have been watching, and even the pros do it. Not just the amateurs, ones, twos, threes, zeros, minus ones do it all the time. They make that same little mental error. They take, well, I'm gonna lag me a goose. And they'll throw that weight right along in there. You're gonna lose, put it there. If you want to lose the game, you put that weight right there. I guarantee you, you're begging to lose. If you want to win the game, put it over here. Now this is when you shoot first. You know, put it over here, or over here. Put that weight to the rail. You control how this frame is going to be played. You're telling them, I'm not going to let you pass my weights and beat me. That make sense? But you put it down there like that right there, trying to lag a deuce, They just jump up here, turn that way loose. And if they're lagging good, they'll be a square behind you. How you gonna hit it? You're gonna be lucky to hit it. If you do hit it, it's gonna come out here where they can hit it easy. So that blue weight is just something that you lose with. So you just have to really shoot a nice soft lagging weight like that to hit that weight. So come up short, you put more cover on.
What's the score gotta be when you start shooting a short game?
Huh?
What's the score gotta be when you start shooting a short game? Like this,
Nothing
you
to
said a
nothing.
short weight, huh?
Nothing to nothing.
Would you right at the beginning, you
What's
do it
the
off frame?
advantage
If you
of
got the
that,
first shot, you
Hey,
shoot the short
by
weight
the
off
short
frame?
game, you control this frame. Also, they have no practice at the end of the board.
So you shoot the short weight all the way through the whole game?
Well, no, it depends on the score. See, you play by the scoreboard. The scoreboard will tell you every shot to make. It's real loud, it'll holler at you, but it's so silent you can't hear it. It will holler at you. Like 14 to 10, it's telling you that you can't win with this one way. It's gonna take two of these
At least.
to win the game. Best you can do is get on 14-14. You still got a loser. So, what do you try to do? You try to get a weight in this area, anywhere in this area down close to that stripe. So you can go around at either side. You gotta have two weights to make 5. And if they put a weight, just say they put a weight here. Their first weight goes right there. My first weight, I don't try to go around. I try to do this. Now, why would I do that?
Build yourself covered.
I've got something I can pass down there now. And if they don't take this one off, I've got 2 of them I can pass. I killed their left hand.
Throw me away.
You got one there in the gutter. They cover that weight up. You go this way, you go that way, or you go freehand. Any way to get around them 2 weights there, and you don't want to throw no deep deuce with that weight. And the reason you don't want to throw a deuce, now that one there you can throw a 2. You can add a 2 around that one. Now see, he can't shoot left-handed and hit it because he left that weight on there. If that weight's not on the board, it cannot score. But it can score now. Now you follow what I'm saying? If the weight is not on the board, it can't score. So at this score, this is what you do to the weights. Throw them right off the end of the board, the first shot. You don't want nothing on there. Knock them right off. You don't shoot easy, you shoot straight at them. If they're not on the board, they can't score. At this score, your first weight, you just chunk it off. You can't get in trouble. Now, what this is, anything in this area You ever play football?
Yep.
This is defense. You're not on offense, you're on defense. You pass this weight, you're on offense.
So you have to hit it.
Now, there's two different games in shuffleboard. What, will to win and the will not to lose. So you either play to win or you play not to lose. Not to lose, all your scores will be kind of close to even, 15-14, 15-13. Play to win, most of them will be 7-8, 15. But the ones that play to win, their score's always 15, 8, 9, or 10. When you play not to lose, 13, 14. They can win as easy as you can. But the ones that play to win, they can play as well as you can not to lose. They just know when to play not to lose. Like Taylor is a good example. He'll pass your weight in a second. I will too. David Williams, he depends on his lag. He plays a not to lose game and he plays it well. Taylor plays to win, he plays it well.
Daryl? Yeah?
Huh?
You said Darryl?
Daryl.
Daryl plays, he plays not to lose, but he's got a little bit of will to win. He plays basically up to 10 not to lose. Then he'll pass away, which he's playing to win in. But he plays a real steady. And one thing that really helps you win the game is unearned points. 90% of all games is won on unearned points. You cut down on your unearned points, you cut down on your losses. And unearned points is when you put a weight here, they come around for a deuce, and then they lag another deuce. This is unearned because you give them that. They didn't earn it, you give it to them by putting that weight there. Every player that plays to win will pass that weight. The ones that play not to lose will hit that weight. And the way Daryl beats most people, he puts them on the line. So you got to lag a deuce or a 3 to score. He don't ever have one way back here. His is all the way up here, touching that line. Well, you got to lag a deuce to outlag it. You go off, there's 100 point. Whenever I was playing in my heyday, I played the 11. Everybody else played the 15. How come he played 11?
100.
You figure that out? I was going to steal 4 ones. Just like this. During the game, I would offer all the pros, anybody I played, I tried to steal 4 ones or 4 points. So I'm playing 11, they're playing 15. On the first shot that you shoot, when you walk up to this board, what's on your mind?
Hit the weight.
Well, you ain't shot a weight yet. What's on your mind when you, beginning of the game, You don't have the hammer. You walk up here to play, what are you thinking about?
Where I'm gonna put the weight.
Trying to control the board.
You think about exactly where you want this weight to be. Not, should I go down there and, if you want it in a deuce, make sure it gets in a deuce. If it ain't in a deuce, the best place is in the gutter. But what do you do for them when you do that?
You get that control.
Every action has a reaction. You give them a practice lag. What do you give them if you shoot right like this right here? What do you give them there?
They gotta take that weight off.
Well, they don't
You
have
give them a
to.
choice, they can go around it or they can
Yeah.
take it off. So,
But you set yourself up for possible.
If they shoot it that way, what did you do for them? That's one weight they can't score with. If they just hit that weight and go off. If their weight's not on the table, they can't score. But if that weight stays on the table, they can score. Right? That moved over.
It did.
If I miss that weight, mine's gonna stay on the table. I'm gonna make them earn their money. You don't jump up there and shoot like this at it unless you're 100% sure you can hit it. Like that right there, I wouldn't be 100% sure I could hit it. So I'd shoot like that right there. You shoot at the edge of it. If I miss, I'm gonna stay on the table. That cuts down on your unearned points. You cannot stop a lag. You can have 4 weights on the table, and you can't stop them from lagging. But you can damn sure block their lagging spot. And if you're gonna block their lagging spot, you can do it easier back here. And at 14 to 14, you never, just say it's 14-14. They stuck my weight down there, right, that one. I wouldn't shoot at it. The only weight I'd use to shoot at it would be my last one. But if I don't stick it, they just throw one over the line and I'm lost. So, a little bit this side of it. Yeah, I didn't get up close. By the end of the game, you got to be able to lag in this area. Put it there or on the other side. Why would I do that?
so that you have a weight on the table that he can't knock off.
Well, he can knock it off. He better knock it off.
He's going to knock himself off at the same
He
time.
stands a chance to knock himself off, and then I can put mine where I want to put it. But if he don't hit my weight, I'm supposed to win. You try to pass your blue lagging and shoot hard enough, when you hit it on the side, it knocks that weight off. Because the other guy made that mistake and left the weights on the table. He left mine on there. Now, he's got a hell of a shot, but this is the only shot he's got to win the game. With the hammer. They're on 13. I know that I don't want them to pass me, right? They put one down here. Red's on 12. They put one right there. I don't want to give them a chance to beat me. But they only need 2. I need 3. It's their shot. They go down there, set it up again. They want to pass my weight and have a deuce there. Well, see, I'm gonna move out of there where that they can't get in that, I call it a honey hole, where they just turn it loose and it goes down there. But 2 red, right? 1 blue. I'm gonna play to win. I want 2 shots from 12. So I'm gonna play to win. Just say I went off. Yeah, throw it off. Just say I went off. He does this to me. Got 1 left, right? On 12. He's on 13, that puts him out. My leg on. What should I do? I don't want to give him the game, right? Right here. What? I salvaged the game so far.
Hello? Yeah, yeah.
And see, I can win coming back. Might not, but I still got a chance. I didn't try to go ahead and lag out going that way.
Demonstration.
And when you're playing partner, doubly, you know, you gotta depend on him. If you're playing partner. So don't take a chance of losing just because you get hard-headed. Just to go ahead and let your partner have a chance to win. Yeah. And see, here's something that I do whenever I'm playing. It only happens maybe once every 8 or 10 games. But they put a weight right there. Everybody that I know will shoot it that way. Try to part me one right along in here. This is at 13-13. I'm not sure I'm allowed to do it. Right? Hard to lag. What does that way do? Well, if they don't cover that way, 90% of the people put it here, right? Yeah. I just come down here and try to lag me 2 or 3.
They had 2 events.
It gets down to the last weight. Their last one, my last one. If they don't outlag, they're red in here. If they stop short,
I suppose.
what does that do for me? Gives me 2 legs to get out. If I come down here and go off this way, I don't lose. We ain't going back.
Well, yeah, there's a bunch.
If they get here, get ahead of that one, still don't lose.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? See, there's many ways to beat your opponent. Don't beat yourself. If you want to beat yourself, lag against these 2. They play the game this frame. It also keeps them from getting a practice lag.
Why not play a complete short game then, all the time?
You think that Bill Milton, him don't play me that well?
I understand.
They don't
that.
want me to get my leg down, and I don't want them to get their leg down. Now, here's another thing I do that most people don't do. Score. I got a 3-point lead. They stick a weight here. I just throw it right out there. I just throw it right out there, just like that. Why do I do that? If they shoot it my way, they can't go ahead.
Miss Billy, Eddie asked, what do you, he said, basically, what, on short weight the whole time?
Well, it totally makes sense. You can play a complete short game, and you're gonna play right within your what you're trying to say. But the problem is, you're not practicing yourself. You're not.
Well, I can't practice because I'm having to shoot it in, right? And I don't want them to practice no more than I get, right?
I'm saying, you come out your first weight, you'd like to land a light deuce, you'd like to put a light deuce up there, whether it's on the rail or not.
Okay, if you don't have the hammer,
Yeah.
if I'm playing Darryl, any of the great players, my first weight, I don't want them to get a practice down there. See, I don't want them to practice the board.
But you don't play a short weight every single day.
Yes, I do.
You do? Okay, so you're telling people that that's what they should do, every single first weight should be short?
Either that or deuce.
But that's what I'm saying, the chances of you lagging that deuce the very first shot, that's the least chances there are in the whole game,
Well,
right?
you've had 4 practice weights, right?
That's right.
So you got 4 times going down there for a deuce. You should be able to get real close. But if you don't want your partner or opponent to be able to lag that deuce, you put it back here. Don't give him no shot at the deuce. Don't shoot very good short weights. Most of the 2s, 3s don't. Then put it a little deeper under the scoreboard.
I love playing a short game, but if I play a short game the whole game, I'm not gonna have a feel for the end.
Well, they not either. See, you play short, maybe they'll play long for you. And you get your leg down, they don't. Right? If you play short and they decide to play long, then you get your leg down before they do.
Hey, Billy, we were,
All the short weight is defense. Make them run, don't let them pass.
we were talking about them putting the first weight here.
Yeah.
Let's say you threw your first weight off, their hammer, they put their first weight here.
There's, and they've got,
They've got the hammer. They've got the
You should
hammer.
knock hell out of that weight. Why would you not stick it?
Who would pass that?
If you stick that weight, you give them the same pass.
Give them a chance to practice with
By you,
Billy, just one question, go ahead.
by you sticking this weight, basically you're saying, you just gave, it's just like you put the weight back there again, give them that pass shot.
That's right. So you don't want to stick that weight.
You want to take it off?
Yeah.
What were you gonna ask, Eddie?
And you know, if you shoot down this rail, you can stick that weight real easy, right? But it goes right to that weight, just time after time. My first 4 practice weights when I go to a new board, I shoot as straight down this rail as I can possibly shoot and try to lag a good 2 or 3. That's not a bad one because I'm watching my weight and I seen it take that little, when it stopped, it take that little twist. My next weight, I would shoot it a little loose. I wouldn't shoot straight down the rail. I just kind of turn it loose, where it drop over a little further to see where it went in. And you watch the end of the weight. I watch mine from the time I leave my hand till it gets where it's going. But also you need to watch what it does at the very end. When it gets down to the very end, if it comes down here and comes back this way, that means there's no pass. Comes out, no. If it comes down here, comes in here, it depends on how much it will come around. If it comes way out here, that's no pass. Because it's wide open. Where would you put this weight to be able to pass? Here. Throw it way over here and let it come in. Look at the end results of where the weight goes. You watch that weight, and when it gets down at the end, right there, you'd have to put a weight way out here to cover, that's the only way you can go around that weight. If it's over this way further, see that weight would, that red weight would have to be out there, that far off the rail to go around.
Billy, you shot all your practice weights off the rail, but when you went to shoot that to show me cover, you shot that into a rail with a mini span.
I shoot my covers the same way I put them down.
This weight here, you shot a mini span into the rail.
No. Shut this right here.
Yeah, he shot it from the rail.
Shut that shut. I shot it exactly like I put it down. And that's why people miss cover the weight. They don't want to cover it like they put it down. Or I shoot soft like this.
Okay, so on that one shot there, you shot a mini span shot into the rail to let it bounce.
So I didn't want mine to go over and come back because I knew it wouldn't come back enough. So you shoot just a little bit more speed, shoot a mini span, try to stick that way. With a hammer, you can stop anywhere, but without the hammer, right here is the absolute best cover you can put on that weight.
That's a little hard, too.
Huh?
A little dangerous.
Related question. It comes up a lot, and I see people do this. Where's the other color? Let's say these two blue. Let's say this weight is covered pretty well, okay? I don't know, maybe they're on this board. It's the first shot of the frame. Now it's your second shot. What do? You're red, okay? Chances of you cleaning that and making that double, I'd say, are pretty low, but there's no way to get that way. So what do?
Stick it.
You stick that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's, a lot of people won't do that. They'll try to make that double
Yeah,
so
they
hard,
shoot-
but if you
shoot
end up
hard
like
double.
this, that's a good thing.
Yeah. If you want to make that double, you stick this way. You don't have to shoot hard.
Right, but I mean, I'm
You
saying
want-
ending up with your weight on the
Yeah.
board is a good,
You want-
I mean, typically that's.
You want your weight on the board.
Yeah,
And if you shoot hard, the chances of having your weight on the board is next to zero. Because you'll drive it, run off here or run off there, you try to stick. If you stick this weight, you stick that weight, chances are you're gonna make that double. And if you don't make it, you'll move over where the weight's open. Move over this way or this way, one of the two. Just try to stick. And you stick here. Now I'm gonna show you something that I do to a lot of times. I'm sitting on out, like 13. They trying to track me. I got a deuce down here. They want to stick that deuce right there. Want me to cover it. I got. They want me to cover that deuce. We got one apiece.
Who's hammer? What's the deal now?
It's my hammer. They want me to cover that deuce so they can go in there and stick it, right?
Right.
Cover. I really put a cover on it.
Yeah.
What did I do?
Easy
Takes
stick.
away the
If
ball.
I can stick, I can win. I don't give them no chance to beat me. If I can stick, I can win the game. If I go down here, like that, they go in there and stick, then they do that to me. Stand a good chance of losing. Putting that weight back here, if I can stick, I can win. If I can't, I ain't supposed to win anyway.
Because in the situation, if you had to knock it off, and you only get one, they get the free leg coming back.
Let's say you have a hammer, it's 13 to 12, you have no, you don't have hammer, it's 13 to 12, and you have 13. But it's your last weight and the board's empty. They need a 3 to win. Where would you throw your weight on
I
the
got
board?
two choices. I either put them at 2 or 3 down there, or I throw it off.
Okay, not leave a 1 out there.
You give them 2 shots at down.
Yeah, okay.
You either throw a 2 or a 3. See, here's the deal. You throw a 3 like that, they stick it where they're gonna get.
Probably 2.
You know how close you have to be? You have to be that close for them to stick a 3.
Would you throw it off, or would you still try to get
It
through?
depended on who I was playing, how good the lagger they was, how tough the board is to lag. I might throw a 3 or, or 2. But it depends on how easy the board is to lag. One like this here, I'd just chunk that thing off.
Yeah,
Cause this board ain't all that easy to lag, but I've seen them where it's just automatic, turn this weight and you go to 2 or 3. Them there, I would put a 2 or 3 down there for them to shoot at. And another thing I do, and I do it all the time, I don't want a lagger. I want a lagger shooting and a shooter lagging. If they're a good shooter, they're a bad lagger. If they're a good lagger, they're not as good a shooter. So I want to mess them up. I want a shooter lagging and a lagger shooting.
The old saying is make a sticker leg and make a lagger stick.
Yeah. So for the lagger, I'm going to put deuces down here for him to shoot at with his hammer. And the lagger, the shooter, I'm going to give him a clear board. Lag him.
Yeah.
If they're a good lagger, you don't want them lagging. You want them sticking. And the best shot in the world is right there. That's the absolute best shot you can get anywhere. For your last weight, they got the hammer. That's the best shot you can put in.
What do you mean? If they're on 12?
What does this do for you?
Well, you've got a 2 in there.
There's 3 things that can happen. He can miss. He can not stick.
Oh, sorry.
That's 2 in your favor, right? There's only one other, right? But there's two of them. And three of them's in your favor, one in his. If he sticks this, that's the only option he's got. What did you do for the fourth? You controlled how much he made.
How does someone that young get that good?
Practice. He practiced the right way. And see, that's what I'm going to do. This is the last thing I teach you guys, is how to do it the right way, how good you want to be, how quick you want to get there. And there's an art to it. He probably shot 500,000 weights at the same place. If you want, what time is it?
10:10.
We've got about 10 more minutes. If you want to get great, get you somebody, you get as much practice in 1 hour. 1 hour. And you get up there 25 games. Don't really know how to control their freehand, but you go right straight up these lines and you just push it over there like you're shooting from the rail.
The lines you were talking about,
See?
and you're talking about boards, right?
Right.
Okay.
See, you go straight up these boards here and just throw it over there just like you're shooting from the rail. And if you want to go the other way, you go straight up this board, turn it to the other way. And see, down, you want to know which way the board comes. If you get in the middle and you shoot, you can tell where that board comes this way, to go that way. See, watch this weight right here. Almost hit that rail. See where it's gonna go? I'm gonna show everybody how to shoot a span shot where they can understand. There's no guesswork in it. It's the same as shooting from the rail. You do the same thing for the span shot as you do from the rail. You just hold it different. If you want to go, whenever you take your hand, you set it out here like this, natural. Set it down, touch the board with whichever finger you're going to use. Just set it down. Board and the rail. That will go to the middle of the board. Just by pushing. You don't throw it. You don't give it this. You just turn it loose. Push. Now, set it on the corner and I'll show it. Hold it natural. Turn it back a little bit like this.
ABCs.
Okay. This is like spinning it off of the rail. Get over there. Same principle. Turn it back. Push it. There's no throwing it or jerking, or you just set it, turn it back like you know where it's going, turn it loose. And just jump over there.
When he says don't jerk it, he really means it on that one, because you gotta be smooth in that shot.
Yeah, you gotta be like silk. Now, but here, just set your hand out here like this. Now see, that's natural. Now, to go to that corner, all you gotta do is turn it back this way and turn it loose.
Right.
Just loose.
Okay, so the ABC, that's A,
Right.
B,
Right, there you go.
okay, so, oh, last.
Don't look at it, just Put it up there and turn it loose. Watch where it goes.
And you're trying to keep your wrist steady
Yeah,
throughout
because
that.
you do that, how you held it again.
But
How
if
did you hold
if
it?
you turn around and you know how you do
Up to
push-ups,
mine.
you turn around and tell a girl to stay
I
away.
said it right
Lock
at
your
the top.
hand, just bring it straight down, your hand's locked. Your wrist is locked. Let your hand go.
You're not trying to do any rotation whatsoever.
And all of it, everything is
It's
ABC.
a purely mechanical sound shot.
You just push your thumb right at that weight down there and then you gotta go. You don't have to throw it or nothing.
Something else you might want to do is when you're holding that weight right here, push down just a little bit on the weight because now you have complete control of it. It's stable. When your hand's up and arched like this, it's loose. So if it's loose, the actual weight of the puck pulls your finger back and it's slingshotted. It's not consistent at all. So if you just add a little bit of pressure, I mean not enough to take the wax off, but just a little bit to where it's stable. You have complete control of everything you're doing.
Real hard, isn't it?
Especially in that way.
Now, put it over here on this corner. No, good over. Yeah. And see, you go forward with your hand.
Like that?
Yeah.
Remember, this is a
And
guided shot. Don't cut that. That's resistance. Just let them run. It's just a guided freehand launch.
Reach way out. Turn it forward. You ain't, there you go. And reach it way out and throw it. Push your thumb in that way.
There you go.
Did you feel yourself going this way?
Yeah.
Push it that that way. Reach it way out.
I'd go off the index finger.
That?
Your index.
See these?
Oh. Oh.
There you go.
See these here? Look here. These joints, that's where you drag along the side.
Just to the rail.
Steady.
Only use the index finger on the rail shot. That's what I
Okay.
mean.
There you go. Get harder.
No, wait, hang on. The point of turning it up like this, come stand right here. What he's telling you is, as long as you make sure it's turned up at the end of your release, okay, now I want you to, you're coming straight back and then pushing straight forward and you're just holding that straight line. That's why it's not moving into the rail. If you let your elbow bend out, see the weight turn out, I'm not straight up. As long as you make sure your release is straight, now what am I doing right here? I'm naturally pushing it into the rail. See what I mean? Don't leave your arm locked straight and then just go push straight. You're not doing anything. Let it come back a little bit and then go into it.
So,
Do as far as I shoot my flash shots.
don't put your thumb
Comes out.
here. Little bit. Oops.
Okay, well, the only time you want a leg back is,
Now,
see what I told
all
you?
you
If
gotta
this
do is
leg's
turn-
back,
no, that's go down
it's
the rail.
shifting your body
This
across the
go-
board.
this
So
go
if it's
across.
all the way across the board, right across,
See where
then
the
it's
weight
okay
is?
to do that and come back a little bit because
Okay.
you're going that way. Same thing if it's left cross. You want your left foot forward, and now your body, you already got your body set to the right place.